And
they had a parade this morning.
They had a what now?
A parade.
Yeah, I mean, and again, people are going to have to make their own decisions in terms of, is this something I want to do? Now, personally, I'm sorry.
No,
personally,
it's a personal decision. You're right.
Yeah. Now, I don't want to. I'm not going to participate until the health officials say, all clear. But if somebody else chooses to do that, God bless you. Go ahead and have a good time, and certainly I hope that you are remaining healthy. But I just think that if they're going to do it, you really need to warn people. Just like you would if our show contained very graphic and very lewd comments, you'd say, look, before you listen to our show, understand there's going to be all kind of F-bombs and G-bombs and whatever. So listen at your own risk. And it's the same thing with this. If you're going to go to the circus next week, or if you're going to go to the club or whatever you're going to do, just understand these are some of the risks that are associated with this. So, enter at your own peril.
Right.
I agree.
Put a warning up like you do on cigarettes and everything else. Okay, you're grown. But the difference is, I guess, is that, your being sick can affect someone else. Like
worse than it affected you.
Right. I mean, as Shannon was talking about, we're well over a couple million probably worldwide. But we're at 500. We got 523,000 in the United States. Texas has 45,000, just over, almost 45,200 deaths. I'm just talking about deaths, not cases from COVID.
But you guys know Mississippi is opening up too,
right?
Without mask and everything too.
I wouldn't go to Mississippi with a mask. Ain't nothing in Miss. I'm sorry, I wouldn't go to Mississippi with a mask and a helmet. And I'm sorry if we got any listeners from Mississippi. I'm sorry. Y'all just gonna have to show me where to go. I'm not going.
Don't take it personal. Wendell, don't take it personal.
Yeah, don't take it personal. As they say, I don't mean no harm, but ain't a damn thing for me in the MISS. ISSIPP was it MI crooked letter. No. I got some friends. I gotta say, I got some friends.
I have Angel in the chat. She said, meanwhile, Texas has 4 different virus, I guess, are confirmed out there. Mississippi, Alabama, and North Carolina too are going without masks too.
Yeah, and see, and again,
you going without masks here? Not me.
No. Oh yeah, it says North Carolina. Yeah.
Yep.
Hell no. When did that happen? But wait a minute.
Yeah, but
I'm moving. I gotta get out of here. What kind of bullshit they running here? Chief, what's going on? It's Saturday night. I'm sorry, folks.
No, but again, it gets right back down to the personal choice thing. Are you going to partake? Everything is open, or are you going to stay home for a while? Because this is going to have implications all up and down the spectrum. For example, tomorrow is church, and we're in March, and we're coming up on Easter. So are a lot of people going to pack the churches for Easter? Because now, granted, you may have by that time another, let's just say for the sake of argument, another 3 or 4 million people inoculated by Easter, the way they're rolling the virus out. But again, that's a choice that people are going to have to make. Am I going to go to church, or is this going to be a virtual thing for me?
But we still got to take into accountability. If you still can catch the virus, even though you get the vaccine. It's just not supposed to be as bad. Yeah.
And you can still catch the virus, and you can also still catch the virus if you go somewhere you hadn't had a shot. You just decided the cabin fever has overtaken me, and I'm going to go out here and do my thing. So absolutely, people can still catch this thing. It can still kill you. It can still put you down for a couple of weeks. And again, people are going to have to make those decisions. Now, the sad thing is that, there are unintended consequences when people do these things. Mm-hmm. So, for example, if I decide that I'm going to go to the cookie bake off, and it's going to be crowded, and more than likely people are not going to be masked there is a possibility that I can bring that home to my family, or I could catch it. my wife had a friend, her best friend, her niece was in the school system back east, and she went to work and contracted it from it appears from one of the kids. Came home. Not only did she have it, but she gave it to her aunt, who was also had a host of medical challenges, and it almost took her out. So what I'm saying is there are unintended consequences that can happen for this also. That's why, you just got to implore people, please, please, please think about this. It might not get you. You may be that asymptomatic person that then brings it home to your family, or nothing may happen to you. You might not ever be touched by COVID, which is what everyone hopes. But I can't say it enough. It's a personal choice that people are going to have to make.
They said the virus is fighting back. The Brazilian strand has popped up someplace in the United States. Can't recall where. And then Window, they announced last night that it's in North Carolina. They announced it last night.
I'm checking now. That's what I've been doing. I've been down here checking. I was like, wait a minute. God damn it.
So it's not going anywhere. There are new strands popping up, and you at least hope that the folks that don't believe in the vaccine may change their minds and go ahead and give it a shot. Excuse the pun. You get that, Special?
Shot.
Excuse the pun. Shot. Excuse the pun. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Shot.
Yeah. Yep. But again, I just hope that as more and more places open up, more and more people will just take a moment, say, is there a member of my household that could be severely impacted by this? Is my mother has this ailment, my dad has that ailment. Is there a possibility that I could infect them? Because I can't imagine, unless you're some cold-hearted bastard, that you would be happy with yourself for coming home and giving that to one of your parents or your daughter or whoever in your house has a
or anyone. Right. Getting up, going to work the next day.
Yeah. I mean, this is not a good thing, no matter how you cut it. It's good. This thing is going to be with us for a while because, you still have a lot of people that are, you have probably just as many people who aren't going to do certain things as you do that will do certain things. So we'll still be in that quagmire of, the impact to the economy. Some of the folks that don't want to go to school, some of the parents that don't want to send their children to school for that very reason. So until they really are able to say, hey, it's all clear now, folks, you can go ahead and do your thing. It's going to be this is what it is.
It is what it is. You're right.
Yep.
And with that being said, it's like, this makes a year for us now in Las Vegas, right?
Yes, it does.
This month, I think. I'm not sure exactly when this month, when we started.
It's around the 14th of March, right around that time.
This week.
Because if I recall, the schools decided in the middle of the week, like on a Monday, they decided on Thursday, don't come back anymore.
You're absolutely right.
And that was it. And one of the other things with this thing, not only has it given people cabin fever, but it's been especially difficult for the Las Vegas community, not only for the amount of people that actually caught it and passed away, but we had an exceptionally high level of suicides from young people, during this COVID period. So, this has just been a really ugly thing, and it's been very destructive and disruptive.
I'm sitting here looking now. I'm still looking. I know y'all think I'm listening, but I'm listening.
Window checked out on us.
Check it out. I'm here. I'm looking and making sure I'm on the website, state by state guide to face mask requirements. So I'm sitting here, I'm checking like, wait a minute. I know North Carolina loosened their restrictions, but they still got a mask, still got to wear a mask.
Mm-hmm.
So all right, that's good for now.
So how would that look? Just because I'm watching the news seeing the parades, and then you see that Walmart and a couple of other stores are still going to enforce the mask. I think that's going to be very difficult to do because you're going to have people to say it's not a law. You can't stop me. Yeah, I think that's just going to start.
It is. It's going to create a lot of challenges, Shannon. You're absolutely right. You know, you're going to have the hardcore folk that are just like, you can't make me do this. And then you're going to have others that will say, you know what, I still need to go get some Lysol and a new television and some ink cartridges. So I'm going to go ahead and slap my mask on because, again, I don't want to catch it and I don't want anybody in my house to catch it. Because I can tell you, you know, I'm sure we all know people that have caught it. And we know some folks, some friends of ours that caught it really bad. I mean, where they were in the hospital and so forth and so on. And the one thing that they said to a person is, you don't want no parts of this crap. Yes, I've never felt this bad in my entire being. And you just do whatever you have to do to avoid it. So, you know, but again, some people have to touch the stove.
Yeah, it's you know, everybody's telling me that, you know, the ones who've gotten through it are like, no. And, you know, yeah, this whole deal about getting, you know, vaccination, and people have, you know, varying reasons why. It is a very personal decision, and you gotta think about it. You gotta weigh it. You gotta know, first of all, you gotta know your own health status and what's going on with you, what underlying things. But I haven't heard anybody who said, my doctor told me I better not do it. You know, because I got asthma or because I've got something else. Then
that's right.
Watch it a little differently, but you know, I was just a little bit tired, really, after mine. That's after the second shot. I was a little tired. Lay down, and about a day and a half, I was good, but still wearing. Yeah,
mask. I was tired, and my throat was kind of sore. Yeah, in my arm, but I was tired. It wasn't like, I don't know. I just didn't have any energy to finish the day.
But I didn't either. I was tired. I was like, man, I think I'm gonna go ahead and take a nap.
Yep.
But, you know, and your job, half the time you're like, is it because of the shot? Is it because of this or whatever? But whatever it is, it must be, and it's just your body fighting it and working to get through it. So, you know, there's so many people talking about vaccines, you know, who in their 40s or so. I ain't getting no vaccine. I ain't doing, 40s and 50s. I'm not gonna do that. I don't do that. You know, I don't do no vaccine. Because I said, well, you know, you done already had vaccine. You know, you probably did already. When the doctor came through, you know, that's why you ain't got polio. That's why you ain't got pleurisy. That's why you ain't got, typhoid flu and all that stuff. You done been back. It's just like the folks who tell you that they're not gonna eat. I don't eat pork. I don't eat pork now. You know, I don't eat no pork. But what you used to eat bacon and sausage.
I don't eat pork
every day. I don't eat pork, but they smoke cigarettes and drink. To excess.
I don't eat pork.
But I'm not going to eat pork. Pick your poison. All you got to say is just pick your poison. Don't try to make yourself seem self-righteous.
But I don't eat pork for a whole nother reason. But I don't eat pork.
Why don't you eat it, Shannon? Why not? Please.
So it's a long story. I'm going to tell my story, Wendell.
I was trying to save you. You can tell it. If you want to tell it, tell it. I was just trying to save you.
So my dad, we used to have a barbecue restaurant, like 3 or 4 of them when I was growing up. So after he passed away, I just couldn't find anybody to cook ribs like he cooked ribs.
Well,
that was it.
Can you cook them?
I can cook ribs, but they're nothing like my dad's. Nothing. Well, so I just left it alone.
Well, you ain't got to eat them. Can you cook them? I won't eat them. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to eat a rib. I'm going to tell you what.
I can probably cook anything that comes from a pig, honestly.
God. And you ain't had no Scrapple?
I've never even heard of Scrabble.
You never heard of Scrapple?
No.
From the rooter to the tutor. If it's on a pig, he gonna eat it.
From chitlins on down. I can cook anything come from a pig.
I can't do wrinkle steaks. Can't do the wrinkle
steaks. I can't do anything from a pig now. But I haven't eaten pork since my dad passed.
That's understandable.
That's different.
But I don't understand the Scrabble piece, though.
I want a rib. I want a rib, but you make me feel bad now, Shannon. I don't even know if I want to go eat. Damn.
And Shannon really hadn't heard of that because you said Scrabble. She said,
No.
that game.
We had a conversation.
Is that a game?
Yeah, that's what she said. I love that game.